Hello everyone, it's Fall Eye Week. It's day 5 and I actually feel a little sad about it. Like, this has been really fun and I've seen requests in the comments section to like maybe bring this idea back seasonally. Just a fun way to get inspired and excited. And just FYI, I do plan to still have a Saturday video up. I just shot a review and how-to on this palette, my Hourglass ambient lighting palette, so that's the plan at least. That's what I'm trying for. But right now, what is on my skin? Well, it's that palette, and then it's Revlon Color Stay Foundation, the Revlon Flex Wear Concealer, that's Dune, that's Vanilla. Underneath that, I'm actually wearing this Catrice Skin Glaze Hydrating Serum Primer. It gave just a very gentle like glow, and my skin looked pretty after I put that on. But then went on with the coverage stuff. I used Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder just under the eyes, and I really didn't feel the need to set everywhere else on my skin. I used various steps, all of the steps actually from the ambient lighting palette. I set with my 3-second mist. I did brows with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Nano Pencil Dark Brown and the L'Oreal Brow Lamination Gel. So that's where we're at. You can maybe tell by the shirt that this is gonna be a berry day. We had to do a berry, and I feel like we had to use a Sydney Grace palette before the week was done. I know we had purple, but berry is different. This is what this palette looks like, and some of the burgundy tones are actually shimmers. I just love the quality of Sydney Grace shadows, and I think this is gonna be a fun look. And I do plan to go rich on the lips as well. I'm gonna start off with this matte right here. This is a great started out shade. It's kind of hard to put your finger on what it is. It's sort of a soft, warm brown, I guess. Did I say I already have Milani eyeshadow primer on? But I'm gonna take this back and forth in my crease. I just love Sydney Grace eyeshadows. They're so smooth and easy. You always know what you're gonna get. You're never worried about any kind of finish that you see in a palette. You're never thinking, oh, did they try something wild and different with that? Nope, it's just gonna be good. But man, I really spent some time talking about that Hourglass palette because it's already 6 o'clock. So there we are for a general crease application of that shade. Now, I want it to raise up further. I want to see a little bit more of it. I'm getting more on my brush and I'm taking it higher. Just because I know I'm going to want that slightly warm backdrop to my look. So a little bit more on the brush and we'll blend out the edge. And we have a great shade up here that can also go on the edge, the one called Laughter. Does anybody else have this palette? Do you like it as much as I do? Really utilizing the space. Blending, blending. You just want it to be so soft and seamless. I'm taking a bare brush, going right over the edge. Everything that's coming up beyond the crease, I'm blending over it. But I'm wanting that haziness, you know, I'm wanting that less defined edge to it all. And one way you can do that, again, go to the shade called Laughter and just let that go over the border. Really nice. Very pleased with where we are right now. Before we get into those pretty like berry shimmers, I do want even more warmth to build into this look, so I'm going to go to Trust right there in the middle of the palette. It's kind of like if terracotta and a little bit more red were mixed together, I think. And I'm going straight to the crease with that one, and you'll see more depth building here. Same brush. See that? That's really what I want at the core of this. It was kind of hard for me to choose what palette to pick up, knowing I was going to do something burgundy, because I've got quite a few different ones that I could love. But when I remembered, I don't think I've used a Sydney Grace palette yet this week. That just didn't seem right, so I went with Sydney Grace. Okay, I think we got the crease covered now. And now I'm looking at Be Kind and Role Model, and I'm thinking, which shade do I really want to mainly go in with? I think Role Model, swatched out, I can see that there's a bit more red in Role Model and a bit more purple in Be Kind. So this is the one that I'm going to be working in. I'm just kind of wanting to see a lot of this on the lid, so I'm going to take my flat brush, trying to make sure I'm in focus, and I'm just going to begin patting this shade on my lid up to my crease. And I think you're going to find that it just merges beautifully with what's already in my crease. Look at that. Is it scratching that berry itch for anyone? Love. For me, a fall look is this. And I think part of what's so satisfying about a berry look is that it's very easy to get the whole face looking good with your berry look. Like, you could pull in a berry lip, you know, you could wear a blush that's a little deeper potentially. You can get monochromatic with it all, and it really is satisfying. So again, patting all over our space, maybe leaving a little bare space on the inside because there's a couple really pretty lighter colors. Oh, hi, kitten. She brought in her catnip sloth. Oh, you're bringing it to me? Thank you so much. I knew something was missing. Look where we're at now. I love how that shade is kind of luminous. If you're looking close enough at me, or if you're seeing the light catch a little bit, there is just a beautiful luminosity there, but it's still rich. I'd like to see this shade called Keep Smiling come in. It's a really dark brown. Maybe it's just seeing it in the context of this palette. I feel like maybe there's a little burgundy or plum kind of coming into it. But anyway, I'm going to take that shade with my small pointed brush, and I'm going to use that to create more darkness right up out here. Here's your shaping step. All these shades just merge so beautifully. We've still got those shades that we initially put in the crease, and everything's just kind of coming to meet those crease shades in such a nice way. Both the berry and this, and I'm enjoying making this reach up and out. We're gonna have a really nice lifted eye at the end of everything here, but it's gonna be super soft. It's gonna be very approachable, I think. Again, Keep Smiling, that shade. As I always say, if you don't have this exact palette, that's fine. There are similar tones in lots of palettes. But I'm swirling, really getting the bulk of the color in the actual outer corner right there, and then letting it come up, trying to make it somewhat symmetrical with what's going on the other side. That's half the battle that nobody really talks about, is the symmetry of eyes. We have two of them. We're trying to make them look exactly alike. When we're shaping something, that can get a little bit tricky. I think we think about it a lot with eyeliner, but eyeshadow too, you know. There's no guarantee that you're going to do it exactly the same way on each eye. But I love the addition of the dark shade, yes. I'm going to take my crease brush, which may or may not have a little warm shadow still on it from earlier, and just use that to blend the edge. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. We have two shimmers up here. One is called Aim High. It's really metallic, actually. It looks like, oh, that's the softer shade. It's super metallic. And then Shine Bright, equally metallic. I mean, the pigment is not playing around here, but Shine Bright gives off this cool icy pink. I don't want either of them at their fullest right now. You know, I want a little bit softer. I think I'm gonna do Aim High, but go kind of light with it. Smaller flat brush and just get a little going on the inside. As you can see, they're capable of just taking off. Yep, they knew what they were doing with that. That's so easy to pop on there and just get a little brightness. I don't want to take it very far in because I want to maintain an overall rich lid. We can do that. If you want your berry to look a little less red and a little more purple, I would sub in that color right there for what was all over the lid. The differences are not stark between those shades. They're subtle, but they're definitely there. And I might be tempted to dab Role Model on just one more time lightly, because now we've added darkness, we've added other things, and I want it to really stand out, particularly on the center of the lid. So don't be scared to reinforce any shades. It doesn't mean they messed up, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong, it just means other stuff was added and it can dull down sometimes that key leading character shade that you've got on. Now, what about the lower lash line? I have potentially a long day in store.
Yay! Hi guys! Lucky's birthday is tomorrow. If Paisley's watching this, hi.
You never know who's gonna pop in. Or you always know who's gonna pop in. Let me restate that. I'm taking this stick from Laura Geller. It's a Kajal Longwear eyeliner. This is the shade called Smoky Amethyst. I'm thinking, what about a little bit of that? I don't want to cover up my lid with much of anything, but little soft liner there on the lash line. Like, see the subtlety of that? I love using sticks like this. And I'm going to put it on the lower lash line too. Just kind of on the outer part of the upper lash line. And then down here, outer part, and smudging in. I may take a little burgundy shadow because I want it to look a little more cohesive with the upper part of the eye. But I wanted the depth and the overall tone. Okay, see that? I love these gentle shadow sticks. That's what they should name them, gentle shadow sticks. I'll take a little bit of Role Model, straight in with the small pointed brush. Oh, that's gonna be really pretty, guys. Let it overlap on mainly the outer part of the lower lash line. What do you say? Yeah, it's showing up in a much different way than it is on the lid, but it's there and it's bringing the berry down. And suddenly the eyes, the color of brown in my eyes always looks a little different after a look like this. People were really commenting on the way my eye color looked in the night sky tutorial. And yeah, as I edited, I was like, wow, it's bringing out, is it more of the golden quality of my brown eyes, I guess? Right now, I'm gonna pop on some mascara and the lip, and I'll be back with the finished look. All right, friends, the thrilling conclusion of Fall Eye Week. I put on my Tartelette tubing mascara top and bottom today. I feel like I'm getting good length and good curl out of that. And I just got, you know, a little fringiness there on the lower lash line to help frame things better. And I said I was going dark on the lip, and I'm really happy with this lip. I wanted the drama today. So I took Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner in Chocolate, which is really kind of an earthy brownish burgundy. And then I topped it off with this Fruit Fetish lip oil from Milani in the Lychee Nectar shade, which kind of offers, I think, just a little more pinkiness in a really soft way, but primarily just a lot of shine. And that lip liner is still gonna wear really well all day long, even being topped with that. So thank you all so much for watching and supporting this series. Thank you for your thumbs up and your comments and your shares. And I've seen people, you know, sharing it elsewhere on social media, and it just really means a lot to me. I do the videos I do on my channel because I want to do them. I'm really grateful that my channel has been able to be a place where it's not all dictated by this brand deal, that brand deal, we're promoting this, there's this campaign, so I have to talk about that. It's been fueled by what I want to do, what you guys want to see me do, your requests that I see, and I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. You know, I just really never want my channel to lose that quality and that connection that we have in just following what inspires us. So thank you again, my friends. Greatly appreciate your support. There's going to be a video tomorrow. I am not going to leave out a Saturday video, so look for that soon. And yeah, I'll see you all then. I love you. Bye.